Hey, first things first, I want to apologize for the weird symbol you're going to see on screen. Copyright is so stupid. It usually doesn't do this to my videos, but it fully blocked this one. Stupid Warner Brothers. If you want to watch the video fully without this mark, there's a link to my Patreon. It's completely free there. Go check it out. If not, thank you for still watching. I'm sorry about this. Woohoo, okay. I've been overanalyzing the main Ninjago series for nearly a year now. It's been a lot of fun. The channel's grown a ton because of it, but now we enter a slightly different version of Ninjago. A parallel universe, you might say. Behold, the Lego Ninjago Movie. This movie came out in 2017, right after Season 7, The Hands of Time. It's not canon to the main Ninjago timeline in any way. All it does is use the same characters and very basic storyline. The movie opens with, What is this live action? Why do Lego movies do this? I see real life people all day long. I don't want to see them in my sophisticated interlocking brick system motion picture. Gosh. Anyways, this kid shows up to Jackie Chan's shop that sells things and shows him a very worn out Lego Lloyd minifigure. Jackie Chan does some magic and decides to tell the boy about the world of Ninjago. How does he know about Ninjago? I don't know, but we're finally getting into the Lego stuff now.
When Garmadon attacks, we are there. When Garmadon crashes the stock market, we're there again. When Garmadon defaces Whistler's mother, we're still there!
Ha, so Garmadon literally crashes the stock market, and the Whistler's mother thing is a reference to a Mr. Bean movie where he does the same thing, I guess. Haven't seen it.
I'm Robin Roberts.
And I'm Michael Strahan, and I am pumped to be bringing you the news.
These two characters are voiced by actual news broadcasters with the same name, so I guess they canonically exist in this world. Then we get the short intro for every ninja from the eyes of the reporter. There's not a lot to go off, but it seems to characterize the ninja fairly similarly to the show. Cole's a DJ, which is new, but whatever, I suppose. Obviously, this movie is not canon. All the characters are similar, but do not have the same backstory and lore as they do in the Ninjago show.
Celebrating birthdays today are this hot dog guy, this panda, and, Lloyd Garmadon.
The son of the evil Lord Garmadon.
Must be tough to be that kid.
And they've subtly introduced one of the main conflicts in the movie, Lloyd dealing with being Garmadon's son. Lloyd is the main character of the movie. The other ninja get some spotlight, but not a lot, which is understandable, I suppose. It's hard to get 6 people proper character depth and development in one 90-minute film. I'm sure some writers have managed to do it, but I don't expect that from a Lego movie. Yo, it's the Ninjago theme.
Who is this?
Lloyd Garmadon, your son?
No. My son is totally bald and has no teeth.
The comedy in this movie is peak, though. That's 100% undeniable. They land nearly every single time, and you'll see me laugh a lot.
Good talk, son.
Wait, are you sure there isn't a special reason why you might have called me today? On this day, specifically today?
This is a subtle moment in an otherwise comedic scene that shows how Lloyd is still holding out for his dad. He wants his dad to acknowledge him, and he wants to be with him.
Lloyd, good morning.
Coco! That's Lloyd's mother in this movie, and she is infinitely better than Misako. I just finished a series of going through seasons 1 and 2 of the real Ninjago show, and Misako is in it, and she's just... I don't know. She abandoned Lloyd when he was a baby, tries to get with her husband's brother, only to forget all about him when Garmadon becomes a real human. I don't know why the writers went that direction, but this version of her is named Coco. Weird name, but completely irrelevant compared to the simple fact that she really cares about Lloyd. She's a single mother doing her best to comfort Lloyd and make sure the trauma of being Garmadon's son doesn't destroy him. I love this representation of her.
Oh, and also don't forget, if your dad attacks the city again today, just be sure to duck and cover until the secret ninjas give the all clear.
Oh, so she doesn't know about Lloyd's secret identity. Doesn't really play into the story, but it is a thing. Then we get a montage / music scene of Lloyd's life being the second most hated person in the city. It's pretty rough. The song is called Operation New Me by the Jungle Punks. I'm not going to play it because of copyright, but it's always nice when movies and shows get custom songs for them. It means that the music can be tailored to the scene rather than the scene being tailored towards the music.
Dane, hey.
Man, my mom is on my case all the time. She's all... And I'm like, lay off, Mom. I'm just a teenager.
Like I said before, the other ninja and Nia don't get a lot of characterization or depth. They all have about one defining feature, and that's it. Zane's is that he's a robot. They play into it so much. It's all he talks about. I kind of get it. It's funny, I guess, for there to be a robot that everyone else thinks is human except for the ninja. Jay's whole thing is that he's scared. Kai's is being obnoxiously loud and enthusiastic about everything. Cole and Nia, I tried to think of something for them, but I couldn't come up with anything obvious. Cole likes music maybe, and Nia's not a guy. It just goes to show that they are not the main focus at all.
Dude, give me a hug, man. Give me a birthday hug.
Yup, there's Kai's enthusiasm.
Check out my new paint job. 'Cause I did it myself. The Lady Iron Dragon. My hero!
The Lady Iron Dragon. That's not going to show up in the future again, I'm sure. Just a random character that nobody cares about.
You want to hear our new cheer? L-L-O-Y-D, his dad is bad and so is he. Boo Lloyd! Boo Lloyd! Boo Lloyd!
Wow, they really hate him. Are no teachers going to stop this? Well, they probably hate him too, actually.
I'll bet you got a #1 hit on your hands.
And straight in at #1 with a bullet, it's Boo Lloyd.
Dang, they beat Golden and Ordinary? Must be a good song.
Get ready to welcome your new overlord, who goes by the name of
Garmadon!
This introduction scene for Garmadon is hilarious. It's quite obviously not the same Garmadon that we all know and love. This one is much less serious, more comedic, and frankly, less intimidating. This movie does not dive into Garmadon's backstory at all. There's no mention of the Great Devourer, the first Ninjutsu Master, or the Golden Weapons. I think this Garmadon is less evil than actual Garmadon for two reasons. One, it's a non-canon movie, so they can characterize him however they want. And two, Garmadon is not actually the main villain of this story.
What's my name? Garmadon. Say it again. Garmadon.
He literally said it again. Genius.
General #1, take the TV station.
The generals constantly flip around in this movie. He calls like 5 different generals the wrong number. Here he calls this female shark person General #1, but later that changes.
Now all I have to do is climb to the top of Ninjago Tower, and then I will rule over Ninjago.
Is that how the transfer of political power works in the city? To each their own, I guess. Also, what happens if it rains?
It's Garmadon! You know what to do!
Duck and cover until the secret ninjas give the all clear.
Remember what your mother told you, Lloyd?
Have a bathroom pass! You know what? Do whatever you want.
Okay, we found a first meme clip. I'll keep an eye out for an appropriate spot.
Ninjago!
They said the thing. Wow, lockers that turn into secret passageways? What is this, a high school superhero cartoon? Oh, wait. The ninja have this fun suit-up scene where everyone shouts their call signs and gets in their mech. Remember how I said in the Season 2 overanalyzing that Lego Ninjago really loves their mechs? Well, that still stands. The designs are nice though. Kai's is just a standard mech, which is pretty normal for him. Nia has a Water Strider themed one, which makes sense. Cole's mech reminds me of a gorilla. His stuff is a little bit weird, not incredibly accurate. Gorillas are strong and Cole is strong, so maybe that works. Zane's looks like an Arctic vehicle with caterpillar threads for some reason. Jay has a jet, that's fine, and Lloyd's is a robo dragon. Definitely the coolest and fits very well. Lloyd has a lot of experience with dragons.
Turntables at 33 1/3 RPM.
For anyone who doesn't know, 33 1/3 RPM is the standard rotation speed of a long play vinyl record. Because I'm sure you were wondering.
As long as we have these mechs, we're unstoppable.
Ah, I see. As long as you have these mechs. Surely that won't mean anything for the rest of the movie.
If we were the Beatles, you would be John, you would be Paul, you would be George, and I would be their computer.
Oh my goodness, the comedy in this movie. The film may fail in some places, but it absolutely rocks with the jokes.
Jay, you've got bogeys on your 6.
You've also got them on your 3, 1, 7, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 2.
That was every direction except for 4, 10, 11, and 12. He is 3/4 surrounded. Regardless, the ninja are doing good work. They're cleaning up Garmadon's forces pretty well. So Lloyd decides to go after the G-Man himself.
Thank you, Green Ninja. You're our hero. I want to be him when I grow up.
It's interesting to see the contrast between the Green Ninja and Lloyd. Everyone loves the Green Ninja but despises Lloyd. The scene is a good showcase of that. Lloyd encounters Garmadon and they have a showdown. Garmadon starts talking about things that he left behind, forgot about 16 years ago, conveniently Lloyd's exact age. And each time you think he's talking about Lloyd, but he's really not. Until the last one, where he does talk about Lloyd and how he didn't want to care for a bald, crying baby. As this goes on, Lloyd's voice gets quicker and his breathing gets heavier as he gets more and more enraged at Garmadon.
What would happen to your child?
He was bald, had no teeth, couldn't chew, always crying, couldn't walk, couldn't even walk. I mean, I was like, what are we gonna do with this kid? So I'm like, I don't want a hairless, crying son for the rest of my life.
This is probably my favorite scene in the movie. There's just a lot of emotion. It contrasts Garmadon's really oblivious nature with the struggle of Lloyd's life. Garmadon doesn't think he did anything wrong. And how can you reason with somebody who doesn't think they've done anything unreasonable? I do also think that the head missile and backup head missile is really hilarious. There's just a comedically large amount of explosives on Lloyd's robot dragon.
Here, catch! Shields up!
No!
Who taught you how to throw?
Funny you ask. No one, because I never had a dad to play catch with me.
Well, it shows.
Catching stuff and a dad who never taught him how to do it? What? That's not foreshadowing. Couldn't be. And Lloyd starts slipping a little and kind of gets personal with Garmadon. Thankfully, no one catches on to his secret identity. We cut to Garmadon's secret lair in the middle of a giant volcano. Alright, maybe it's not secret, but it's definitely his lair. He's mad at all his generals because they failed to conquer Ninjago. This is also where we get some discontinuity between generals. In the city invasion scene, it seemed like General Number 1 was a girl, but here it's a guy. Granted, this guy was with General Number 1, so I don't know, maybe Garmadon was referring to him, but the girl is the one who responded, so whatever, it's not important. He quite literally fires a lot of them for being stupid.
What if we dress up as the secret ninja?
This reminds me a lot of the Double Trouble episode with the fake evil ninja in season 2. I genuinely think that idea has a lot of potential.
What if you just ran for mayor?
What? I talked about that too. During my overanalyzing Ninjago season 2, I said how a much more interesting plotline would have been two things. One, if Garmadon had used the fake ninja to besmirch the real ninja's reputation, and if he ran for mayor. Using the popularity Garmadon initially received for killing the Great Devourer and making the ninjas seem like arrogant tyrants would have been a fantastic storyline. These generals are thinking the same thing as me. Let them cook. That's not what I meant by cook, but okay.
I mean, my mom is weird and collects seashells. Your dad levels cities and attacks innocent people. So, they've all got their quirks, you know?
Half this video is going to be me just going crazy for some of these scenes. They are so memorable. I think about this one on the regular.
Hello, students.
Master Wu!
It's Master Wu. He came back from his trip voice acting a Kung Fu Monkey. He tells the ninja that they did not defeat Garmadon and only pushed him back.
You have the power to win the battle without fighting. Your core signs are not just cool names. They are the elemental powers you were all born with.
Wu talks about winning the battle without fighting, but then instantly goes to tell the ninja about their elemental powers, which are used for fighting. It's a little bit weird.
Your elemental power is green.
What's that?
Green.
Okay, so,
green.
Can I be
green?
Wind isn't taken. Can I be
green?
Could I be the element of
green?
Lloyd then goes on to mention gold and wind as alternate elemental powers. These are references to Lloyd's golden power, which he got at the end of season 2, and Moro, the ghost master of wind who possesses Lloyd's body in season 5.
There are so many elements left. This feels kind of purposeful that I don't have one.
It's almost like a plot point where you have to discover what he means by
green. The rest of you practice spinjitzu.
Spinjitzu, let's go! Oh. Spinjitzu is never mentioned again. It's literally the core mechanic of Ninjago, and they completely ignore it after this. So sad. Alright, let's talk about character designs. I like them. They're good redesigns. I'm a little nostalgic for the old character models, especially after the Overanalyzing Ninjago series, but there's a lot of personality in these new ones. Garmadon's, I will admit, 10 out of 10 design. That one is indisputably the best makeover of all of them. Next, Wu starts to tell Lloyd about how physically fighting Garmadon won't solve his problems. But before he can finish, he offhandedly comments on an ultimate weapon that he has.
What? You mean...
the ultimate weapon!
Am I the only one who really doesn't like this thing that they do with the ultimate weapon? Like I said at the start, I don't want to see real people, especially not whatever that was. Anyways, Wu tells him that he is not ready to handle the ultimate weapon. He's too emotionally unstable, which we'll see very soon. Wu also mentions that as the Green Ninja and son of Garmadon, he has a special destiny. Unfortunately, it's not really elaborated on in this movie. The idea comes from the regular show where the Green Ninja was destined to defeat Garmadon, and there's a whole thing for it there, but it's lacking here. Lloyd goes home, a Hard Knock Life plays, yada yada yada. Coco absolutely goes off at some of the other mothers while looking for Lloyd, which is just golden. And everyone forgets Lloyd's birthday. Guarantee you did, except for his mother. There's an Easter egg of Nia in her season 7 outfit, at least I think that's what it is, when Lloyd is walking home. I don't know why Lloyd's mom didn't ask more about where he was. He was gone all day. She probably thought he was killed in the Garmadon attack. Is Garmadon literally attacking again the next day? Wasting no time, I see.
We got a message from your brother Garmadon. You want to hear it?
Oh yeah? What did he say?
He says you're a big stupid dum-dum with a dumb face and a big butt, and your butt stinks and you smell like a butt.
Ha, that's something I could imagine show Garmadon doing too. Whoa, that was cool. Catching something by its neck is always a power move.
Looks like the police, the army, and the Coast Guard have all been rendered useless by Garmadon's forces.
So Ninjago does have a military. I've always been curious. Of course, like usual, they don't do much.
Came here to drink boba and kick butt, and I'm all out of boba.
Dang, Master Wu is crazy. While Wu is distracted, Lloyd sneaks onto the Destiny's Bounty and steals the ultimate weapon.
I'm sick and tired of you trying to conquer Ninjago.
All right, Green Ninja. Now listen, just calm down. You don't have to use that thing.
As the conversation goes on, the emotions of the characters flip. At first, Garmadon was scared and Lloyd was confident, but then Garmadon starts to push Lloyd and doesn't believe that Lloyd will actually fire it.
Just keep this interaction very chill.
I'm the definition of chill right now.
It ends with Garmadon being super confident and Lloyd being scared. I like it. To Garmadon's surprise, Lloyd does end up firing the weapon, and it summons a cat.
What have you done?
Imagine a cat the size of your house. I'm currently recording the script from the second story of my dorm building, and I'm imagining a cat looking down at me through the window. It's absolutely horrifying. As we expected, considering we're less than halfway through the movie, Garmadon steals the weapon and uses Meowthra, that's the cat's name, to destroy all the other ninjas' mechs.
What? Are you gonna cry?
That might be a fun reaction clip to use.
Not gonna cry. Dad, you ruined my life.
How could I ruin your life? I wasn't even there.
This relates to what I mentioned earlier. Garmadon doesn't think he's done anything wrong. And how can you get someone to repent of their actions if they don't think they've made a mistake? We're really setting up for a Garmadon redemption arc.
I wish you weren't my father.
I'm just showing this clip because it gets referenced again in a moment. Oh yeah, and the ultimate weapon gets destroyed too. There's a short cut to the newscasters and you can see Ninjago City in the background, slightly destroyed, referencing the actual destroyed city outside. Meowthra is... I don't know. They could have used literally anything else. It's not Lego. It's a real cat, which I've already expressed my distaste for earlier. And it doesn't mean anything. Why is it a cat? It could have been a rat or a frog and not change the story at all. There's no meaning behind it. If you wanted a city-level threat, you already know what's been proven to work. A giant snake. It could have been more faithful to the show and just cooler in general.
I wish you weren't my father.
Boom, there you go. That was much sooner than I expected. This is a short moment in the movie, but it does mean that Garmadon is ruminating on what Lloyd said. His heart is not fully hardened if this is bothering him. There's hope.
We totally conquered a city!
Isn't that a guy? Why does he have a girl voice? Is that intentional? I just don't envision that being that character's voice.
General number 1!
Sir!
Have you captured my son yet?
No.
Ha, juice bar, because it's a kid's movie. At least this is the actual General Number 1. He does instantly fire her for not having found the other ninja or Wu or Coco yet, though. And Coco walks in.
Oh, by the way, quick question. Oh, what was it again? Oh yeah, why did you turn her son against me?
So Garmadon tells Coco about Lloyd being the Green Ninja. She tries to drown him, blah, blah, blah. Standard parent fighting stuff.
I've always tried to get Lloyd to see that he shouldn't be ashamed of who his father is. But now, I'm starting to think he could be right.
Until this point, I don't think that Garmadon had actually thought much about his family's feelings towards him. And now that he's interacting with them, he's realizing that, yeah, these people hate him. He's been so self-centered all this time, he's never even stopped to think about how his actions are affecting other people. This is cool. Okay, well, maybe not cool because these mechs are supposed to be representative of dead bodies. Scenes like this are important. The main character, in this case Lloyd, has made his big mistake that is going to be the catalyst for his progression in the second half of the movie.
Oh my gosh, you guys are okay.
Barely.
We were the only people that didn't hate you. And now we hate you.
What? Are you gonna cry?
Sorry, I just wanted to use that clip, but oof, that was very harsh.
You're alive.
Duh. I'm a ninja master. If I was gonna die, it would be to teach you a lesson.
Something tells me Master Wu's gonna die to teach them a lesson later. Wu tells the ninja that the only way Meowthra can be defeated is with the ultimate weapon. Wow, that is something.
You know what? Do whatever you want.
It's a Lego movie, it's not supposed to be logical, so it's fine.
You must follow the right path. Otherwise, you will end up trapped in the deadly jungle of lost souls, unable to cross the bridge of falling mentors and mire in the canyon of general unhappiness. And if you're still alive, you'll be crushed by the temple of fragile foundations.
This is some Pilgrim's Progress type naming scheme. Wait, did he say one was the Bridge of Falling Mentors?
There's a group of brightly colored ninjas heading towards the obviously dangerous jungle.
Zoom in a little closer. Closer. Close. No, closer. 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 Close. No, closer. Closer.
I wonder if he's close enough yet.
This is pure warrior stuff. Alone in the field, tracking ninjas, finding out exactly what Lloyd meant when he said, "I wish you weren't my father." So I guess I'm going to the jungle.
Garmadon being so nonchalant about this is really funny. Also, the fact that he's obsessing over Lloyd's statement because he can't fathom the idea of it being maliciously intended is really interesting. This is a flute cover of Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses, which I had never listened to until looking it up for this video. Whoa, where did he store that flute?
Your elemental powers come from this large green world.
Man, this would have been so much cooler if they were trying to learn spinjitzu over the course of their journey. Sorry, I'm still upset that they only say the word spinjitzu once in this whole movie, and now that they no longer have their mechs, these guys are useless. Look how they massacred my boys. And Nia. I know this is a standalone, non-canon movie, and I shouldn't compare it to the main series too much, but still, these aren't ninja, they're just mech pilots. And maybe that's the point because Wu keeps yelling at them about being terrible at this stuff, but the movie never puts a lot of emphasis on them learning any physical skills. In fact, the main four ninja don't really do anything unique.
You!
10 out of 10 comedy. So they fight, and there's something genuinely awesome here that I didn't even know was a thing until this moment. It's not just motion blur for these movements. The animators actually used Lego pieces for the blur. Look at this, the staff turns into a broom, there's these Lego horn pieces. Are these yellow sausage bricks for Wu spinning? So incredible, and I cannot imagine how much time that took to make.
The 7 deadly butterflies of Shaolin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He only throws 6. I counted. Keep that in mind.
I call it the cage monkey.
You know what? Do whatever you want.
Who greenlit this script? That is wild.
Well, a true ninja would have counted all 7 butterflies.
Alright, I don't know how I feel about that being the reason Wu falls off the bridge. He's only been written out of the story due to the fact that he would solo every single challenge the characters here face, but this is the Bridge of Falling Mentors, so it was bound to happen.
It feels so right, I'm where I belong.
I told you in my previous Ninjago videos, every time one of the ninja or someone falls, this will play. Every time.
Open the cage right now. 1, 2, 3. I thought that was supposed to work with kids.
Wow, so he knows how to parent, he just doesn't use it.
You know what's funny? Is I know how to do all those things, and they're just sitting there idle in my brain. Just wasted.
They decide to take Garmadon with them because otherwise they would die out in the jungle, and I 100% think that is true. They would be so cooked. These guys have no wilderness survival skills at all.
How did you gain 2 arms?
I was bit by a snake.
Are you guys actually buying any of this?
Actually, the snake part is true. There's a lot more to the story he's not telling you, but he was bit by a snake.
When you talk, I don't want to listen, but when he talks, I want to listen.
I agree. I've said before that these Garmadon voice actors should do audiobooks.
The right path is long and arduous and enlightening, and the left, a shortcut.
Yep, this is just Pilgrim's Progress. Please take the right path. It's right there. Okay, never mind.
Oh my gosh, Lloyd. They look like my former General Number 1s.
They survived? What? Garmadon had an army of people who were fireproof and durable enough to survive a literal volcano, and he still couldn't take over Ninjago? Actually, that's pretty accurate to the show. You know what? They're not doing a terrible job fighting. They still lose, of course, but it could have been worse.
We've got Garmadon and this random kid. We are going to kill them.
I want the full song on Spotify. I'm also surprised that they say the word kill. It's generally a coin flip as to whether or not that gets allowed in Lego movies.
Can you believe what they're saying? It's like I'm being treated worse than anyone in the history of the world. But good thing you never have to experience anything like this, Lloyd.
Clearly, he hasn't kept up with the recent hit music, otherwise he would have heard Boo Lloyd and Boo Lloyd the remix.
Blowing stuff up and never putting it back together. That is what you're best at.
Ooh, that's rough. True statement though, and desperately needed. This journey is more about Garmadon realizing how much of a mess he's made of everyone's lives due to the fact that he only thinks about himself, rather than getting the ultimate weapon. It's also one of the reasons why I struggle to consider Garmadon the villain of the story.
We're gonna fire you into the volcano. The 15 million Kelvin magma will melt your skin before you can even feel the heat.
15 million Kelvin would be nearly 17 million degrees Fahrenheit. The real life average temperature of magma is around 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, so they are working with a very roided up volcano.
I got you, dude! I got you! I really could have walked out by myself, but thank you.
Oh, they weren't captured. They literally just left Lloyd to be captured and killed. This is also what I'm talking about with each ninja only having one or less personality traits. Kai ran in super dramatic and loud, which is all he really does. Zane ran in spewing his robot puns, and Jay ran in scared.
This is terrible.
We are horrible friends.
And subpar ninjas.
You said it, pal, not me. Actually, that's a blatant lie. I've said that a bunch.
Don't you have like 700 gigabytes of martial arts movies on your hard drive?
Correct.
And now they know Kung Fu, because that's how that works.
That's right, that's right.
Nia, Cole, and Jay utilize some natural aspects of their elemental power. Nia hides in the water, Cole camouflages in the dirt, and Jay tases a dude.
Lloyd.
Yeah.
Lloyd, guys!
Man, nothing like death to bring out serious emotional discourse. And nothing like being saved from that death to ruin it, ninja.
Lloyd, I need a 2x2! Here it comes!
That was terrible.
That's right, that's right.
Alright, Garmadon, step up. Your kid needs you. But whoa, he's actually doing it. I like that all it took was a little bit of time and a near-death experience for Garmadon to start warming up to his son. And to me, it feels alright. Maybe a little quick, but Garmadon and Lloyd have had some substantial dialogue so far. I'll talk more about it at the end.
It's about a 7-point arm ripped off.
That is not something I knew could happen, but that is extremely funny, and I want it to happen a lot more. I believe this is also a reference to the beginning of the movie when that kid brought that worn-out Lloyd minifigure that was missing an arm.
You're gonna be fine. Let me text your mother.
Dad, no! I need you! Stay with me! Be here with me right now, alright? Do something!
Also, this is Garmadon's first test to see if he really wants to be a father, and he makes the right choice.
I'm gonna find it. What does it look like?
It looks like my left arm, except it's the right one. That's right, that's right.
We see him go through all the stages of a new father dealing with an unexpected crisis. He's nervous and panicky before starting to make some jokes to lighten the mood, comfort Lloyd, and then finally stepping up to do the scary, unexpected thing that needs to be done. Props to Garmadon. Also, props to the other ninja who were looking for Lloyd's arm the whole time. They were looking in the completely wrong spot, but still, they didn't give up.
Goat! Go! Behold, the Temple of Fragile Foundations.
This being the way they find the Temple of Fragile Foundations is dumb. There's no logic to it. It was just pure chance, otherwise they would have kept on flying by. I think it would have been better if Garmadon had just led them here. It's literally his old house.
Ow, I think I chipped a tooth.
Yeah, my parents were really into plastic fruit.
Dang, well that discounts any chance of the first Majutsu Master being here. Wait, this is also Master Wu's home too then. Why does it say Garmadon's on the front? Garmadon is his first name. Wu's last name isn't Garmadon. They don't have last names because they are literally the sons of a god. Well, there's a family photo, and that is not the first Majutsu Master, and that is not Wu and Garmadon's mother? Wait, they don't have a mother in the actual show, do they? Huh. This is the wrong video for that discussion, so we're just gonna move on.
Lady Iron Dragon, aka Lloyd's mom.
Wait, what? Mom was a ninja?
What? A small statement at the start of the movie meant something? No way. Garmadon met Coco in a raid where he had a skeleton army. Why didn't he keep those? The current sea-themed army makes no sense, so having skeletons or even snakes would have been better. They had them right there. And they're fighting the Anachondri cultists from season 4. Oh my gosh, why didn't they use these characters more? Alright, he raises her up, they get together, presumably keep ravaging civilizations for 9 months until Lloyd is born. And then Coco has a change of heart and decides she doesn't want Lloyd to be part of that life. I don't know, it's probably true. It seems like Coco was trying to stop Garmadon's army at the start, so I doubt she was doing any of the conquering warlord stuff, but she did literally marry her worst enemy, and clearly did not fix him.
I told your mother I wanted to build our son's future on the ashes of that fine city.
So Garmadon did care about Lloyd originally. Did he gaslight himself into thinking that he didn't as a coping mechanism? That would explain his rant at the start of the movie about Lloyd being bald with no teeth, and then his semi-rapid receptiveness to Lloyd over the course of the journey.
I could have changed, but I didn't. I never should have let you go.
Aww, Garmadon redemption arc completed? No, we still got 20-ish minutes left. Something is going to go wrong. Also, Garmadon cries tears of fire, which is the greatest thing in this whole movie.
Lloyd, we found the ultimate weapon!
Whoa! What a bunch of junk.
I almost wish I hated this movie more so I could use that clip as my final thoughts, but only almost. So the ultimate weapon is a piece of all the ninja's elements for some reason. Also, Lloyd's is
green.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be explained.
Will you go back to Ninjago with me as father and General Number 1?
This scene's a bit weird because Garmadon just said how he believed he could have changed, but here clearly he's not interested in changing at all. He's still in the conquering warlord mindset despite having that allegedly emotional and heartfelt monologue.
Dad, please. Don't go!
This scene reminds me of the one between Garmadon and Lloyd with the ultimate weapon. Why are the other ninja being so intimidating with their walking? The roles are reversed, with Garmadon being the one retreating instead of Lloyd.
If I couldn't change then, what makes you think I could change now?
Okay, you just said you could have changed. You literally just said that. Kai also turns into a red blur with a singular yellow sausage looking piece, and then this. What am I looking at? So Garmadon escapes and they leave Lloyd and the ninja to die. Wow, he was 99% redeemed and just threw it all away. I wish I could say that was unrealistic. That sort of thing does happen. It's not a switch that you can just flip and you're permanently changed. It's a constant battle every day that sometimes you lose.
Power is inside.
Inner peace?
No, inner peace as an inner Lego piece? That's actually not a bad pun. I can't be that mad.
Jay, you got the power! Jay, I've got the power! I've got the power!
This ending keeps getting more convenient. Great that they unlocked their elemental powers, but how did they? They put no focus on them. There were literally 2 previous instances of them being mentioned, and one of those was the first time Wu ever told them about it. How are they able to tap into their powers without practice or help? If they'd had a few instances over the course of the travels of them trying to unlock their elemental powers and failing, that would have made this so much better. Or maybe a moment where the pieces in the chest they found helped them channel their powers, and because of that, they would be able to do it on their own. These powers save their lives in this scene and come nearly out of nowhere. There should have been more emphasis on this plotline.
The ultimate weapon is inside of you!
Well, did you make up this whole ultimate weapon thing just as a way for the ninja to go on a journey and unlock their powers? That's clearly what's happening, right? There's no actual weapon here. Anyways, they use their powers to escape and get saved by Master Wu. Yay, he's not dead. No one actually thought he was, right?
Lloyd saved us.
No, the script saved you. Lloyd did barely anything. Also, wait, the bounty was wrecked. Why is it here? Did Wu go back and fix it? This might be a reference to him holding all 4 golden weapons.
I'm the greatest warlord of all. Somebody help me!
Haha. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be sad.
I know, you don't mean to destroy everything.
I don't know. It looked pretty intentional to me.
When people look at you, they see a monster. I know that you just feel scared and alone.
It's a cat. I mean, so I guess. Oh, wait, no, he's talking to Garmadon. Well, that changes everything for the worse. Lloyd is trying to relate to Meowthra or Garmadon by talking about his experience being hated and judged for things he didn't do. That doesn't work with Garmadon. He did all those things. In the words of Jay,
your dad levels cities and attacks innocent people.
It gets a little bit better when Lloyd transitions to talking about him and Garmadon personally. He forgives Garmadon for not being present, which is actually very mature and difficult to do, very biblical as well.
I know why you wanted me to be the Green Ninja. Green is the color of life. It flows through all living things, connecting them all. The way I connect the ninjas.
Sure. Yeah, I guess we can go with that. I can't really think of a better explanation, so I feel like the ending is okay. Meowthra was disappointing. It didn't serve a purpose other than to get the ninja to go on an adventure. Like, literally anything else could have worked. There was no real resolution to Meowthra. Wu just states that she becomes the city's mascot as he flies away. Also, there was no real fight against Meowthra, so it wasn't really a physical threat in any way. Just a mediocre character at best. As far as the other characters go, Lloyd and Garmadon had the most character development, obviously. The Five of the Ninja really got the short end of the stick. There was no depth to them, no backstory or anything. And I understand that it's hard to do that in a single movie. It's just unfortunate. Coco, though, was fantastic. Love the portrayal of Lloyd having a mother who actually cares. Looking at you, Misako. I feel like most fans would swap them in a heartbeat. I like the movie ending with a redemption story for Garmadon. That's good. Garmadon is Ninjago's poster child redemption story. I just wish they added more of Garmadon's backstory. Maybe the Great Devourer and his unwilling turn to evil would have made it even more tragic. Overall, the movie was fine. It was hilarious, that's for certain, but the actual story was nothing special. There's so much potential for a great movie here. One of the reasons they failed to deliver was because they wanted it to not require previous knowledge of the original show, which is fine, but they strayed too far. Replace Meowthra being summoned in the first half of the movie with the threat of Garmadon summoning the Great Devourer, so they make the journey to go get the golden weapons and learn Spinjitzu instead of this ultimate weapon. And towards the end, they end up having a similar betrayal to what Garmadon did at the end of this movie, but it's him summoning the Devourer instead. And finally end with the ninja taking down the Devourer. You could keep much of the structure of the original plot. Garmadon goes to hunt the ninja, they travel on the journey, he bonds with Lloyd, all that stuff. You could even end with a heartfelt speech if you have Garmadon get injured by the Devourer and you think he's gonna die, but then is maybe saved by the power of the golden weapons. I don't know, I just came up with that in a few minutes, and they had years to make this movie. Final thoughts, as a standalone movie, it's okay. As a Ninjago adaptation, it's not good. Too little inspiration. They only mention Spinjitzu once. How can you do that to a Ninjago movie? Alright, I've ranted long enough. It's unlikely we'll get another feature film for Ninjago. What is that? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next upload. Something Lego media related, I'm sure. If you want early access to videos and see a few exclusive ones, join my Patreon for just a few bucks. Link in the description. This reminds me a lot of the Double Trouble Ninja with... Double Trouble Ninja. The ninja... I've always been curious. I've always been courteous. Alright. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, I don't know about how I feel. Alright, I can talk, please. I'm only like halfway through this script. So much talking. It's only like, it's barely 9 a.m. Okay. So we see him go through all the stages of a new father dealing with him. A new father? He fell a lot. We go see... Garmadon is trying to Garmadon is trying to... oh my gosh, so much wrong. Lloyd is trying to relate to Meowthra.